slowly. And because I have no choice, I lower my head, sweeping my brush over the floor quickly, trying to stop the whirl of confused thoughts that swirl around my head. I sit on my bed, pulling my knees to my chin, resting my head on them, looking out into my room without really seeing it. He won't be here till late this evening. I know that he won't. He's always late. When he's got some duty for Voldemort. And when he does come, his hands will be stained with the blood of children. He must have gone by now. Gone to do his job. To serve his oh so important ideals with murder and torture. Makes him so sick to even think about it. Like I've lost my... Like I've had candy floss, a milkshake, and a hamburger, and a hot dog. And gone from the waltzers of the fun fair. And gone on the waltzers of the fun fair. How could he? How could he? He's a monster. You know that. You've always known that. And Avery! God! I don't know what to think about him. He knows. Either he knows or he suspects. And Lucius as good as confirmed it today. Well, no, he didn't confirm actually sleeping with me. All he might have confirmed is that he cares for me. And Voldemort already realized that, hasn't he? He said so when he asked me to have dinner with him all that time ago. I need Lucius to come back. I need to talk to him about this and try to work out what we're going to do about Avery. I wish he'd come home. But he'll have children's blood on his hands. The door swings open. I lift my head, my brow curling up in a frown. He's back early. His orders must have been easy to carry out then, if he's finished so quickly. I'm going to kill him for what he's done tonight. I'm going to tell him that he can go to hell if he thinks I'm going to let him touch me after what he's done. But it's not him that enters my room. It's his son. My heart stops and kick-starts itself again. He steps into my bedroom, smartly shutting the door and locking it behind him. And then he raises his head to look at me. I just stare at him blankly for a few moments, frozen with bewilderment. My eyes are narrowed, but his face is rock hard, just like his father's when he's resolved to do something. Son of a bitch! Oh God, what does he want? Sorry, she just needs to fucking stop. Hastily I scramble off my bed, standing up in front of it to face him, because I don't know why he's here. And he doesn't terrify me like his father does. That doesn't mean he doesn't scare me. No, his suspicions scare me. I'm not going to be afraid of Draco Malfoy. I catch a frown. I catch a fold in my gown between my fingers, hoping to God that he can't see my hands as my fingernails almost tear through the material in terror. No, I'm not afraid of Draco. I refuse to be scared of a boy who was nothing more than a school bully who's got in way over his head. I'm terrified of what he might discover. That's all. The words don't come easily. They stick and clog in my throat. What are you doing here? His mouth twists. Once that movement made him look so petulant. There we go. I was like, what am I doing? Petulant, but he's smiling so much now. And now his expression he's wearing is a strange reminder of the bitter smile I so often see on Lucius's face. I think the question is, what are you doing here? Or, his mouth twists unpleasantly, what are you still doing here, I should say. His wand is clenched in my hand down by my side. His knuckles are white. I've got to stop shaking. I've got to remain calm. His lip is curled in an intense dislike. Why? When you should have been out of here, out of the picture ages ago, are you still hanging around here? He asks, his voice a little more than a whisper. I gulp as he steps closer. Not too close, just closer. Close enough. His eyes are piercing, I notice irrationally. Almost as piercing as his father's. He looks at me intensely. And he really does look so much like Lucius these days. You could never mistake his parentage. Only look he's giving me is different from the one I received from his father. It's just as intense, but in a different way altogether. simply won't disappear, he says darkly. And you were supposed to. Several times I was been certain that you were going to leave our lives forever, to leave us in peace. On the night we all went to the Weasley's house, the night after the dinner party, but every time. His hand reaches into the pocket of his robes, and I hear a clinking noise. Clink of glass. I start to shake. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it can't be. It can't be. He can't. You can't have that with him. He just can't. I won't stand a chance. Oh God, please help me. Get him talking. For God's sake, get him talking. I don't know why he cuts across me. Oh, but I know why. But I know why, he says shortly, bluntly. It's because my father was always there to save you, to look after you because you were too weak to do it yourself. He pauses. His features creasing in disgust. To make sure that you wouldn't leave his side, not even for a moment. Oh, sweet Jesus, this is awful. Gotta get him out. I gotta get out of this. I've got to. I gulp. I improvise. He's just doing his duty. That's all. Voldemort needs me alive. No, he doesn't. Draco snaps, losing his temper for a second. You know that he doesn't. You heard Avery say so this morning. Don't treat me like I'm stupid. You've been treating me that way since 7 years now. He pauses, collecting himself, trying to take a deep breath. But I can't breathe for fear and... His eyes narrow as he looks at me, as if he's considering something that disgusts and revolts him. Tell me something, Granger, he says venomously, viciously. We've known each other for, what, 7 years now? I believe you can be honest with me. I pause. My heart isn't beating. I swear it's just stopped beating. This is torture, pure mental torture. So tell me. He swallows sharply before he forces himself to continue. Have you always wanted to fuck my father? It's like a physical blow. I feel winded. I say where I stand, feeling sick and dizzy. Oh God, make this stop, please. Oh no, I can't ask him for help. I don't believe in him anymore. Why can't I even remember that? I guess some things are hard to let go. Draco's face is set into creases of disgust as if the very question makes him want to vomit. I open my mouth, but no words come out. What could I possibly say to answer that question, even if nothing was going on between me and Lucius? Besides, I never wanted any of this, ever. I never ever used to think of Lucius in that way. I mean, he's Draco's father, for crying out loud. Not exactly what you'd call my type, either. You see, I've had time to think about this, he drawls, when I don't answer. And I've thought about all the times that you met him before you arrived here, at Flourish and Bots when we were 12, and at the time in the ministry. And I thought, I couldn't help wondering, when we were 14, we were in the same box at the Quidditch World Cup, weren't we? I swallow, my throat bone dry, and I nod. There's no point in denying that, is there? I know that it's true, as well as he does. He nods back. And he goes on. You stared at him, he almost whispers. I noticed it at the time, and I thought it was just a bit strange. But he stared back at you, didn't he? My breathing is shallow. I don't know how I can deny this. It's true, we did stare at each other, but it wasn't like that. Not on my part, at least, anyways. It was certainly not a part of... I'm almost certain it's not on Lucius's part either. After all, I was only 14, for God's sake. I was a child. And you... He seemed to struggle for a moment, as if He's having to swallow something that tastes truly disgusting. And you turn red when he looked at you. I noticed. You see, I saw you. I feel the same red writing its way across my face now, the same blush unwillingly shame I felt when I saw Lucius Malfoy staring at me with disdain when I was only 14 years old. I hated it, because I knew that he thought I was nothing, even then. Even when I was just another filthy little mudblood to him. He thought I was nothing, not worthy to be the shit on his shoes, and I knew it with that horrible look he gave me. But what does it matter now? What matters is this moment is dealing with Drake. It wasn't anything like that, I say clearly, truthfully. I was just embarrassed because I knew he was judging my blood status, that's all. I swear to you, Draco. It wasn't to do with anything else. Breathe. You just have to breathe. It might be okay. How could it possibly be okay? His eyes are starting to narrow as he steps closer to me and closer. Close enough to reach out and touch me if he wanted to. I'm going to cry, I know I am. I can't breathe for fear and I desperately need him to go away, but he looks like he's ready to snap. This has been eating away at him like a cancer now for ages, and he just can't let it go. I know that he can't. You see, I don't know whether to believe you or not, he murmurs. He's trying to keep his voice calm, but he's failing miserable. You can swear and promise all you like, but how do I know that you're really telling the truth? I second my breath and I look over his shoulder, looking for an escape route. My door is locked and there's no way out. And Lucius isn't in the house. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I said, where is it? I look back at Draco, staring at him desperately with tears of pure fear starting in my eyes. Please, Draco, I whisper. His face remains still with hate. He is completely unmoved. Things have gone way too far for him to feel unwillingly sorry for me anymore. If you've done nothing wrong, then you have nothing to fear, he says almost calmly. And he pulls a small glass bottle out of the pocket of his robes. I feel myself shatter into a million pieces. Stupid, I know, but I turn and I run, and God knows where, but he's quick, too quick, because he really was too close before, and I feel his hand around my wrist, and I struggle so hard, but he's got me in his arms around my waist. Okay, Drakes, don't be a rapist. Drake, waist, holding me close to him so hard I can't breathe. I hear the click of the bottle. I'm begging him, and it's all pleases and no's, and won't throw him off of me, of course. He's too far gone. Fingers tangle themselves in my hair and pull my head back and back as my mouth opens involuntarily and I cry in pain as I feel cold droplets on my tongue. 1, 2, 3, 4 tasteless cold drops. Oh no, oh God, oh please no. This can't be happening. It is happening though. What am I gonna do? He releases my hair, releases me, and I fall forwards, choking, coughing out half my lungs. My knees bang painfully on the cold stone floor, and I cough and cough until tears stream down my cheeks, and my nose runs, and I heave deep breaths, and God help me, shit, fuck. Perhaps if I just keep coughing. But I can feel the choking sensation dying away. My body has pulled itself together and trying to keep coughing, to keep choking, but I'm forcing it now, and it hurts. The sheer effort of it hurts, ripping my throat and my chest apart. You see, I am a father's son, my blood, he mutters, his voice shaking. And he thinks. He might not think so, but I can be just as ruthless as he can if I wanted to be. When I need to be. My God, I need to get this stuff out of me. Without even thinking about it, I shove my fingers down my throat, pushing them back and back and back, and I gag as I prod and poke and softly plushy flesh of my throat. I push them farther because I need to get this stuff out of me now, right now. But I feel my hand on my hair again, retching my head back, and another on my hand, pulling it out of my mouth, and I struggle. God knows how I struggle, but he's strong. He's grown up over the years. I always forget that. He's been so much in his father's shadow that I forget that he's a fully grown man now. No, Granger, he hisses. I know that I look up at his eyes to see them blazing with rage. I've waited too long for this, and now I want to know the truth. I can't not know any longer. It's gone too far. I've got my eyes in desperation in his eyes, and I'm whimpering. Please, Draco, please. I stutter, but no avail. His hand whips across my face like a slap, like father, like son. Shut up and answer my question! Tell me, has my father fucked you? I gulp and press my lips together.